I never use condoms. Never? Never.
Fucking raw.
No condom though.
My dick was unprotected.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
No condom though.
Like, I know a couple dudes that was kind of like that. They never wear fucking condoms. They ain't get AIDS.
We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all.
No Condom Podcast, episode 66.
Whatever happened to Archie Eversole?
Archie, I don't know.
That was that song. We ready.
Okay. I don't know.
What about Pastor Troy?
Yeah.
Sank ship I live for. Fuck him.
We are not
Fuck
talking.
her.
We're not starting the podcast talking about Pastor Troy.
Why you live and vice versa?
Yo, I gotta tell the fans I'm like what it's like that I have to go through fucking doing the podcast.
Oh, dealing with me?
Okay, so this guy shows up today. I don't smoke cigarettes, and like he's like, "Yo, fam, like you should really let me smoke a cigarette in your space."
Yeah.
I'm like,
You should.
Cigarettes are nasty, bro. And then
I think you should you smoke weed in here all the time. You should let me smoke a cigarette right now while we do this podcast.
heck no, cigarettes are nasty. But then he
What
comes
the
in.
fuck?
And he comes in and starts singing the Old Town Road, and like forces like his way into like playing.
Yeah, I played it on the computer 3 times and he wasn't listening to it. So then while he kept trying to play Jim Jones, I played it off my phone and kept pausing it with the space button to the point where he just gave up and let me play it. Then after I played it off the phone, the full song, then I proceeded to the computer and played it twice in a row.
Man, like, see what I gotta deal with doing like this podcast.
Yeah, well, you know what I gotta deal with? I told him I'd be here around 7.
Okay.
It's like 7:20. He's like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm on my way. I'll be there soon." He's like, "I don't know why I ever try to be ready for when you're gonna be here." I'm like, "All right."
Late. He's always late. But
No, you know what? I felt bad for a couple minutes. And then, like, as we're driving, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, every time I show up, I'm 10, 15 minutes late, and this guy still takes a half hour to get fucking ready before we can even record. And I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's guilt tripping me. He's not even ready. He's not a fucking half hour away from being ready before I show up late. So then I'm like, all right. Now I'm spilling booze on myself. But at that point, I was like, all right, we're going to take him right down the Old Town Road.
So like,
So
doing this
I'm
podcast.
going to take my horse down the Old
doing this
Town
podcast,
Road.
we both have to
I'm
put up
gonna
with things.
Ride
So,
till I can't
Let's
no
get into the docket
more.
though.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
I'm gonna tell you something. Yo, what do you think about So, you ever get like sick of just seeing like
Yo,
potholes?
New York is sick.
Yeah. New York is sick, eh? Want to get into New York, or you want to get into this
I'm just trying to derail you right now. It's been a minute since we've been on
Pause. Okay, we're gonna get into what I was gonna talk
here.
about.
I'm winning.
We're gonna talk about what
No,
I was
Old Town Road.
No, so
You mad?
yo,
He gets mad.
so I seen this.
He doesn't tell you he gets mad, but like when the camera is focusing on this mic better than us, he's real mad. And he's doing it right now.
Yeah, don't do that. That's gonna get me cheesed. But yo, this is a fire idea to do.
Alright.
If you're just like sick of the potholes in your area, just go over to them and spray paint a fucking big dick around the fucking pothole. The city's gonna take care of it right away. They're gonna be like, yeah, we can't have that.
It's kind of like Old Town Road logic.
Is it? How is it Old Town Road logic? Okay, break it down.
We really gotta break it down like that.
Yo, cause like
I'm good.
But I think that's a fire idea. To like, yo, I'm sick of these potholes in my neighborhood. If I spray paint dicks around them, they're gonna fix them. Because they don't want to fucking spray
What do you
paint.
think would be more effective though? Being like Penis Picasso and doing a dick around the hole? Or do you think it'd be more effective to be like who's the mayor of Brantford right now? I don't know, I've been out for a minute.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Me.
Alright. So, like, saying, like, Eddie G's a pedophile around the circles.
Okay.
That might be more effective.
That might be. Yeah.
Do you think they would actually spend the time to buffer the road or just fix the pothole is the real question.
They did fix the pothole.
You think?
Or
De La Soul had potholes in their lawn.
I just think they would they'd spray paint over it.
That doesn't fix the pothole.
Right?
So your fight is in vain. Yo, check out Breaking Records Radio. We did an interview with Mark Emery. His fightings were not in vain.
Holy, just plugging.
Yeah, just plugging. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get to it.
Okay. So yo,
Old Town Road.
let's get to it.
Let's talk about something else.
No. You brought it up. Why do you like Old Town Road so much?
I got a question. Is Mercules corny?
Mercules, the rapper. I don't listen to enough of his stuff to know, but I like some stuff he's done.
No, he's a really good rapper.
Okay.
He's a really good artist. But
No.
is he corny?
I'm not familiar enough. I've heard good raps from him, but I'm not familiar enough of everything he does.
This is a conversation we need to have on Toronto Talks.
Okay.
Because there's some things.
No, I'm not actually like super familiar. Like I know like
He's a dope artist, and I want to give Mercules mad love for his
I've
artistry.
heard some dope rhymes, but I'm just not. I just don't follow him. Like when something comes across, and I'm just like, yeah, like is getting a lot of attention. I'm like, okay.
But the thing is, a lot of
Check it
people
out.
think Jay-Z's corny. I never really found him that corny. But a lot of people I know think he's corny. Even though they might regard him one of the GOATs. They think of him as corny.
Who's like the legendary?
So being
person?
corny doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, but I've just lately...
Who's the legendary person? Who's the most like legendary person that's like legend status that is the corniest though?
Puff Daddy.
After I said it, I thought that in my head, and you just said it. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but he's like almost the blueprint that like being corny is cool. Like I don't even know like alright, so a lot of people, and I've even been guilty saying it, say that Drake is the current age Hove. Which is true on a lot of levels, but do you know what?
He's more corny than Hov though.
A Drake wouldn't exist without a P. Diddy.
He's like a hybrid
He is.
of like.
He's
Hov
like a
and-
hybrid of like all the like
Yeah.
greats. Even like look at Master P a bit. Like a Baby, you know, he came in under Young Money. Look at all the top execs in the game. And all the greatest like artists, even though a lot of them like the best selling artists might not be the greatest artists on those labels. Think about all the best labels of all time. Like the most influential and their highest selling artists. And an aspect of that artist, and then think of Drake. He literally
He's
is
a
like,
hybrid.
he is a hybrid. He's
Okay,
like a
okay.
perfect mesh of like
I get
all the greats.
I definitely get what you're saying there. Yo, yeah, cause like I wouldn't put him. He does some stuff that's JG-ish, but like I wouldn't put him on that level.
You
but
want to
like,
give me?
But then
You want me to give
but
you-
hold on. Then he does some stuff that's puffy-ish.
I got a hot take. Drake couldn't come
He does some stuff
out.
that's Wayne-ish.
Drake couldn't come out with Best I Ever Had, and being that corny from the jump on that tip.
That was corny.
If
I didn't know
I
that
Need
song.
a Girl, Part 1 and 2 never came out.
Actually, on the low, as a hip hop head, this might sound weird, but like sometimes I get those like I forget which one it is.
I like both them joints. They're both fire.
Like one of them
I'm
gets-
not saying they're not fire.
One of them gets stuck in my head all the time. I forget. I think it's two.
The sucker for love kind of narrative is what I'm getting
Yeah.
at. You couldn't be that corny in hip hop. Like L was the closest you got, but he was still such a player.
And then Fab was like the next L.
Yeah, but Fab has always been a player. He's never not been a player in the music.
But he,
like L at least like shows like at points in his career after his wife started getting really mad, starts to show like
oh yeah,
it's more lovey.
he goes more lovey then.
And even he had more lovey shit early in his career too, to a degree. Like, I need love, and like, you know what I mean? So like,
Necros, I Need Drugs is a sick song. But,
it's a sick parody.
But like, okay, but I just want to say that one part.
But
I need drugs.
But no, you know what though? Like, without L,
yeah, there's
you could even trace it to L. But I say P Diddy just because like Drake takes a bit of like that mogulishness from all the moguls in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a touch of all of them. And I think his wave for like, you know, it's like a lot of people for years say Hove was corny. I know older heads, and they all say Hove is corny. His interviews are corny and shit. I never really look at Hove as corny. I did when I was younger, but as I grew to appreciate Jay-Z, I didn't really look at him corny as too much.
I can almost like, I don't really look at him as corny, but like, you can put like.
And a lot of real dudes respect him. And that's why it's hard for me to look at like, even though he is kind of like, you know, the way he is different. You know what I mean? When you see him in interviews and stuff, but like, to me, I'm like, yo, he's just being himself. Andre 3000 is different too. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't call him corny. I think doing the Hey Ya video is way more corny than anything Hove ever did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But wait, now I'm blasphemous for saying that. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Either way, I just think, but I think the real essence of corniness that Drake was allowed to possess, I think that directly comes from like the P Diddy effect. Like,
okay.
I think I don't think without I Need a Girl Part 1 and 2, because they're both bangers. The one with Usher, and then you got the one with Mario Winans and Loon and shit.
P Diddy some
Come on!
Some other corny ones out too. He did some other corny ones out too. Puffy. He did some other corny shit too.
Oh, Puffy did mad corny shit.
Mad corny shit, but yeah. He might have been like even when like Mace was like, yeah, they called me murder and like how do you say it, like P Diddy made me pretty or something like that. Like, it's like, yeah, that's just corny as fuck.
Mad corny.
Yeah.
Hey man, but you know what? That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, corny. Puffy made corny cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, who's, like, this super fucking person that we look as, like, non-corny, like, whatsoever, that has, like, the fucking, like the corny thing, like...
Well, do you know what the funniest thing is? Some of the most non-corny dudes, in personality and, like, street reputation, are the corniest rappers. And I don't really want to name names, so I'm not looking for that smoke. I'm looking for all other kinds of smoke except for that. And I have a song with one of them, potentially.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. And that rapper is super corny. But, move on.
But, no, I definitely, like... You know what? Let's just be serious here.
I didn't forget where we're going.
Big Shug. Nori. Bumpy Knuckles. I didn't want to say Bumpy Knuckles. I love The thing is, I love these artists.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about lyrically.
Yeah.
They're kind of corny.
Nori,
each of them definitely like.
I'm a fan of Nori. Like he has dope songs.
But he has mad corny shit.
Yeah, he has corny shit.
But even in his dope songs, there's bars that are corny.
Yeah.
I'm like a hammer that you hold in your hand. I make hits.
Yeah. Sometimes to me it's like...
You want to catch wreck like me? You got a better chance than kicking down a tree with no legs. Doing a handstand on 2 eggs. Motherfucker.
What's
like,
the Cocker Spaniel line? You just said at the beginning of the
he does... I don't know.
But yeah, like... Nori has some dope shit but yeah, he has some corny shit as well.
But those are the last dudes
even
in an interview that I would ever be like, they're corny. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Hove lyrically ain't corny, but it's the way he conducts himself in interviews. People say he's
and a song that I really like is
but Nothing. I don't even see that.
And a song that I really like is Nothing by Nori. But like that that part near the end,
Yeah,
that shit's corny.
it is.
But like that song, like before that part, is like super
It's
dope.
fire. That song where he says, "I'm
Yeah.
like a hammer that you hold in your hand, I make hits."
Yeah.
Like Nori
At
has
the white
some
boy
mad
bar.
corny bars and some.
Yo, he
songs.
said it right before that part starts. Because he says that, and he's like, at the white boy bar where I'm buying the hits. Hey now, you an all-star. And it goes into
like
that
the
part.
Smash Mouth thing.
Yeah.
They say, "Hey now, you're an all-star, homeboy. I came to." Oh man, Nori.
But like that part, like, homeboy, I came to party.
Pharrell was so nasty in those days.
Your girl's looking
See,
at me.
Pharrell, like
That's
Pharrell
just fire
back
right
then
there.
was kind of corny, but he was dope corny. But nowadays, Pharrell's mad corny.
Yeah. But like,
You know what? Happy is a jam. I love.
I like Happy.
A lot of people hate it.
I like Happy.
And when people hate it, it makes me question. I'm like, you're just not happy. Cause you know what? I don't think it's the best song in the world, but I love it because it embodies being happy. It's
It has that
happy
vibe.
feel.
Yeah.
And it's all just about being happy.
Yeah.
No one makes music about being happy. Do you know what? After that,
Somebody don't want to be happy.
after that, but especially in hip hop and urban culture and this type of music,
Like me,
everything is drawn from like Eminem's best album, his first album. Like most artists' best albums, a lot of times are their first album when they're dealing with the most struggle, the most hurt, like all that shit. Because that's where the best art is derived from, right? Especially in this type of culture. But do you know what I love? Do you know how hard it is? Like after that song, I spent 6 months trying to write a song about a happy subject. And trying to make it a positive song that you can vibe with.
Yeah.
That is so hard.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to write about your transgressions.
Yeah.
And the lives and trials and tribulations. And the
Actually,
hard shit.
Yo, I want to make one point on that song. Like, I had it on my old phone. Like, when it came out, I had it on my old phone. And even some days when I'm in a bad mood, and, like, I'd have my shit on shuffle, and I'd be, like, walking to work or whatever. I'd have it shit on shuffle, and Happy would come on. I would leave it, and like, even in a bad mood, that shit would put me in, like, a fucking... I'm like, okay, like... It would help me, like...
It's actually one of the few songs I know that the lyrical subject puts you in the same mood of it, and it's a positive and upbeat.
Yeah.
Most times, the lyrical subject and the vibe and the rhythm put you in the same mood. It's usually to a negative tone of somewhat. Even though if it's like something where it's like a personal song where you relate and it's a positive outcome because of the way it helps you like express, right? You know, but at the end of the day, it comes from a negative place. It's one of few songs I know.
I even find like writing negative songs too.
Do you know what
it will keep you in a negative space though.
But do you know what one other song I can think of that is actually comparable, and people are gonna hate me for this, but is "Lean on Me" Al Green. It's a very positive song, and it puts you in a vibe. You do not finish listening to "Lean on Me" and still be in a bad mood. That doesn't happen.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
We all have sorrow, but
Al Green's super dope. I'm a big fan of Al Green.
We know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
Like there was a time period when like I made like a lot of songs. Like I wrote a lot of songs that are my like
just call home, brother.
Like what I've been through, my special place. Like those
we
songs,
all need somebody.
Like all those songs were songs that like I was just writing to like because I was depressed and I was like.
Most writing comes from that.
And but yo, like even listening to those songs would keep me in that mood. Like so when I did like when I started doing like all that you need is me and like weed smoking music, and I started doing my life changed. I became happier when I started writing in that time in that frame.
Yeah.
Cause like I looked at my whole catalog and I was like, everything I have is depressing.
Well, say
I looked at my catalog. Everything I had was depressing, and I was in a depressed mood. So I was like, you know what? Let me try and write something that's more like I think I was like I hadn't written for a while, and I was kind of getting in a better mood. And when I looked at my catalog, everything was depressing. And I was like, yo, let me like write from this new perspective that I got. I'm in a better mood now.
Well-
and doing that helped me get in a better mood.
Well, yo, for real, like, that shit is real. And it's like, you know, they say art imitates life. But a lot of time, life imitates art.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the thing. And you speak a lot of things in existence. Like, you look at some of the greatest artists of all time, and they spoke about things.
Oh, exactly.
And they happened. And even with myself, for years I thought this was never factual. And then there was a certain song I wrote, and I'm not going to make it specific because I don't want, either way, the whole correlations and everything. But there's a song I wrote years ago from a different person's perspective. But the things I said out of my mouth, I just made the correlation like a week ago, and I'm like, yo, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, through writing a song from a different person's perspective in like my late teens, because there was an angle of a song I wanted to write, like I actually spoke something into existence of myself.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Even I was gonna say Nas, what he said about on Illmatic, when he said what song is that? When he says he'll have his daughter, and then he'll have his son. He wrote that on Illmatic when he didn't have a kid.
I think he had Destiny, didn't he?
No, like I see him talk about this in an interview, and he was like, "Yo, when I wrote that, I didn't have a kid, and then I had a daughter, and then I had a son." And like, so he wrote that into existence. That's crazy. Like you were saying, how people write things, like or you put things into existence. He wrote on Illmatic that like he's gonna have the daughter and then the son, and then that's how it happened. Like he had his daughter like right after Illmatic.
Word.
Yeah. So that's kind of crazy. Like
when you and it's crazy because it can come from points where
you write things into existence, like like.
And you know what? I've felt very removed from anything like that because a lot of times when I write things about things that matter to me, it's very many years removed.
Yeah.
Like it's like to the point where I'm so over it that like now I can approach it artistically and not personally. Yeah. The only song I've ever really written in that type of grief is a song about Lipinski, which I'm recording in a week or so. Yeah. And I'm almost nervous to do it because it's like exactly that. It's like I haven't actually removed myself from the situation.
Right. Like
personally to me, it still feels like he's alive.
Yeah, rest in peace, Lipinski, for sure.
Like it doesn't even feel like he's gone.
That wasn't that long ago.
Not only that, but when you have the type of relationship I did, like, where we were boys for years, but didn't mean we talked every day.
But you consider him like a brother.
But it was not only that, but I just mean like you don't talk every day, you know what I mean? It's like my blood brother. Yeah. I talk to him once every 3 years.
Yeah.
If something was to happen between either of us, it'd be traumatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, when was the last time we said something to each other? Yeah. That's the kind of relationship we have. He's 12 years older than me.
I look at that shit too. I'm like, yo, like I look at certain things over time. I'm like, even though like I'm always the person to like message first a lot of times, and like I look at like situation with my cousin. I didn't talk to him for a bit, and on the outside, it kind of seemed like our relationship was rocky. So I just messaged him. I was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, you want to go for lunch?" And me and him went out for lunch. We had a good time. We fucking chatted up, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And we had that moment. Even Burns said some crazy shit on the interview that I had with him, when he was like, "Yo," like he said like, "Yo, at my funeral." He's like, me and, like, when he was looking at me, he's like, "Yo, me and you have done so much stuff together. Like, there's gonna be, like, fucking, like, you're gonna have to put out, like, a whole video together of, like, everything we've done." Like,
you know what's fucked up? I had to do that for Lip.
Yeah.
And I only had limited pieces to work with, so I couldn't even do it justice.
You
think about all the years of shit you film and stuff, and then so much of that shit gets lost.
God bless, like, nothing happens to Burns, but if that happens, like, me and him have a lot of stuff on camera that, like, I could put something out together, like, hopefully that never happens. Well, eventually we're all gonna go, but
no, well, hopefully it's at an age where it's,
hopefully we're old and we've had a good life, and,
It's scary, man. You know what I mean? Like, you're in your 30s.
For sure.
I'm gonna hit my 30s real soon.
I've
And
had-
really, life is a different perspective. Like, I thought I would have it all figured out by 30. You know what I mean? That was always my thing. It was like, you know, that was my countdown point. And then as I got closer to 30, different things started to matter. You know what I mean? And my shift and focus
exactly.
turned different.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, there's
I know that, yeah.
like, I have a different goal set. It doesn't mean, you know. All since I was like fucking 12, I always said, fuck college. Fuck anything, because I know what I'm doing. I'm doing hip hop. But the clear message wasn't back then,
Yeah.
I'm going to be a rapper. That's what I always thought. So I hone my craft. You know what I mean? I eat any MC. And that's smoke. I don't care who wants it. But I stopped putting focus on it. I stopped caring about rapping when I realized media, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm outspoken. I don't give a fuck.
I realized that was my thing, like, too. Like,
And I love hip hop.
when I started the interviews and, like, the balls started rolling and, like, I realized that this was doing way better than anything I did musically. And I was like, oh, shit, okay, this is something. You know, I like doing it. So I was like, you fuck with it.
Yeah, I do, man.
Let me keep doing it, you know?
And off the record, which I don't know if you leave it in anyways, but man, I want to get like, I want you to start doing some more like hip hop interviews and shit again.
You can leave it in. Yeah. Just talk shit about, like, what do you want me to do? Like,
Just roll
know.
with me, like when I got like an opportunity or something, I can let you know, and then like.
I will. I'll do that. But like,
But you told me recently you had no interest in doing like big name interviews and shit anymore.
it wasn't that. It was just like
The shit is you gotta, you know. I mean, I've been doing it for so long, and I just love hip hop. You know what I mean? So all these opportunities, I just love rap so much that like I just love it for that. And it's not even about building the brand. Like now like my own shit I'm doing to build the brand, like podcasts and shit. But like that shit, like I just think it's like I don't know. It's one of those staples, man. It's what you're good at. Like
so here's something that I realized. Like I had interviewed like so many different hip hop artists and like asking the questions, I pretty much knew the answers. And like
the thing is, you know what? And I hate to say this because it sounds disrespectful, but stop being a local rapper, dude, man.
Yeah,
that's the problem. These dudes don't appreciate the platforms. And yo,
no,
people are gonna kill me for this.
I wasn't even saying that.
Because I'm the opposite.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
interview local dudes and shit. But I'm just saying, like, there was a point where that was my main focus and other things were my other. And then became a point where I shifted that focus, where bigger things were my focus, and local artists, as long as you conducted yourself professionally and shit.
Okay.
Like it almost comes a point where the dudes you want to interview sometimes aren't even the ones you want to interview as much as the other artists you end up interviewing, because they're so professional that you appreciate that aspect of them more than the actual artistry of what connects with you.
But one thing I was saying how I knew the answers for all these guys, and when I restarted AGTV and like I wanted to I wanted to learn things myself, so like when I interviewed Brian Bell, we talked about real estate. Like I was learning so much.
That's sick shit. Yeah.
I was learning so much, and then like I interviewed Brain Dennis. Like I never had been hunting before, but like he told me some shit. Like I was like, okay, so now if I go hunting, I know some shit. I'm like, okay, so like I'm not.
That's why I like what you're doing. But see, with me,
I'm not saying I'm definitely not saying that I'm not gonna interview hip hop artists.
What I'm
I will
saying,
interview hip hop artists.
As an outsider looking
but
in,
I want to like learn new things as well.
No, and I don't disagree. But my issue, I guess, as an outsider looking in,
Yeah.
is I expect a certain standard from Eddie GTV.
Yeah.
Now you've changed the dialogue.
Right. But like
And that's not even to say to the
Yeah.
YouTube channel, because I do whatever the fuck I want on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But things are titled. You know what I mean? Like you got Toronto Talks podcast, you got No Condom podcast, you got Breaking Records Radio, then you got the random shit I throw out.
Yeah.
But everything is properly specified. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Eddie GTV used to be a hub for local hip hop. Now I ain't seen no hip hop on there.
okay.
So to me, what I think you should do is like make it a separate thing. Same channel, all that. But like make like a thing, like Eddie G I don't know. Maybe that becomes
Yeah.
AGTV, but then you got to rebrand the hip hop thing, which is something you already built for so long.
Like
It's like even if I stop doing radio, which shout out, we just got another radio placement. We're syndicated in another place.
sorry, I'll cut in there.
So either way, Breaking Records Radio, we're now syndicated on. I don't want to look unprofessional, so I'll have all the information. But it's on Thursday and Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's Yo Radio, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll get you all the proper information very soon.
Yeah, make sure you check out Breaking Records Radio. Make sure you check out Toronto Talks. And make sure you check out Eddie G TV. And this is the No Condom Podcast. And we like it raw.
And I break through rubbers.
Don't know.
Yo, they call me Jeff Gordon, cause I break through rubbers. Yo, Snoop and Dre, I'm deep cover, motherfuckers couldn't discover the rhymes that I'm kicking. Shit is realistic, explicit. Y'all got my fucking photo of my ass, y'all could kiss it. My dick, lipstick, you could lick it. Yeah, bitch from the district, Soho, oh ho, wanna kiss this? Big dick, bitch, put it in your throat. Yo, you could swallow that. It's like a cantaloupe. Yo.
Yeah.
Singing them, humming on my nuts, Barry Manilow.
We out.